Well, hello, everybody. Might help if I hit the go live button. Woohoo! Okay, so you don't have to watch the opening this time around. My bad. How y'all doing? Welcome to episode 37.
Which
37
is the first episode of what we hope to be a better year, 2021.
No, so we're going to start with a little bit of bad news, unfortunately. We were planning on going live today on Roku TV on Cutting Edge TV. And unfortunately, after our show with Rob yesterday, we got some bad news. Apparently, the deal between Cutting Edge TV and Roku fell through, which means we are not going to be on Roku TV right now.
And just so it's clear, it had nothing to do with Paranormal Inc., had nothing to do with WLFE-DB Radio.
Yep.
It was between the networks.
It was between the networks, and they just couldn't, whatever they were going to do. So, but the good news is we have information that I'll let one of our guests announce that he's working on hopefully making something else happen.
You know, just like I said last night, for those that tuned into Full Spectrum Universe, everything happens for a reason. At the time of happening, we're just not supposed to know why, but in the end, you will know.
Yep, it's all good.
So it's all good in the hood.
Hi, Christina. Hi, Teresa.
Talk about these two people we have joining us tonight.
So we have two wonderful guests coming in from our parent station, which is WLFE-DB Radio, and our sister station, Paratalk Radio. So let's announce them with some wonderful, the beautiful Ted Van Son and the gorgeous Psychic Cindy.
Gorgeous.
Woo-hoo! And welcome to the show, guys.
Yeah, too bad Cindy's muted.
Sorry, guys. This is what I've been saying. And I said, hi, Christina. Hi, Teresa. And hi, Christy.
Ted, did you ever think that was by design?
Thank you. Wait, which hat? Christy, Teddy's or mine?
Or mine.
No, I'm talking about Cindy being muted.
No. She's talking about, she said, love the hats.
Oh.
We all got hats. Pick a hat.
Yeah, right.
It could have been by design, yeah.
Let's see I want to see what Teddy's hat is.
Budweiser.
Oh, Budweiser. Yeah.
Now, do you know Budweiser is actually an acronym? Because you deserve what every individual should enjoy regularly.
What's that?
Budweiser. Because you deserve, BUD, what every individual should enjoy regularly. Budweiser, it's an acronym.
Oh.
Leave it to Dave.
That's amazing.
He has to fill his
the red one. So she likes Teddy's.
I don't feel so bad for wearing a T-shirt and feeling like a slob. Dave is the same way.
I resemble that.
I have a T-shirt on too, but I have my sweatshirt on. And my hat, obviously.
I'm always cold, so that's why I have my sweatshirt on.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I've got it 75 degrees in here, and he's still cold.
Yeah, I have it. Well, mine is not that warm. It is like 70.
It's like 55 here.
Jesus, I can't handle that stuff. No. But wait.
Needless to say, we opened the show with telling the people, unfortunately, the deal between Cutting Edge TV and Roku TV fell through. So I don't want to really go into details of that because that's their side of the network. It was nothing on WLFE-DB Radio. It wasn't anything on Paranormal Inc. It wasn't anything on Paratalk Radio. It's just their side of the network fell apart. Went bad, whatever. So you were telling me earlier that you have something in the works.
Yes. Actually, Invisible John, who's the owner of WLFE-DB Radio, and myself are looking into starting our own TV network called WLFE Digital Network.
Nice.
So that might be a year off. We don't know yet. We're still working, trying to figure out all the statistics and all that stuff that goes with it. But it's just easier for us to just have our own, and that way we're not relying on anybody else, depending on anybody else. It'll be us ourselves. It just means Dave will end up with more work.
Well, he's got the time because while he's supposed to be working, he's filling his day with figuring out acronyms on beer commercials.
Well, we figured with
acronyms, if you really want to know.
Well, we just figured since you have all those skills sitting in there hiding in that brain of yours.
That's right. That's right.
Dungeon.
Yeah, in the dungeon. It's like
dungeon.
pulling the
Dungeon.
Hello, Christina Dowden. Hello, Christy. Teresa. Hello, girls.
Hello, ladies.
So needless to say, with all that happened, I mean, we were into it for 2 weeks with Cutting Edge, and I'll be totally honest with you, those people over there are fantastic. We had a great time.
I had so much fun with them.
Rob, I mean, you did a nice interview with him, Dave, so I mean, great people, but I mean, they run a lot of different networks on top of that, like what was it, Good Talk Radio and a whole bunch of other things, and it just to their benefit, they weren't happy with the company they were using with that, with Roku. It wasn't Roku, it was like a third party, thing. So there was a lot of stuff going on there, and he just wasn't happy. So, and I get it, you got to find something that works for you. Thank God he was only a month into it, because
right.
Could you imagine the amount of money he would have spent in 6 months?
Oh, wow.
To a year. So
yeah.
Well,
and it's not cheap.
No, right.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yep.
So
we were saying that last night on the
figure
show.
out.
There's a reason
down the road, it'll
right.
Hey, you got to see my Godzilla face back there.
Dinosaur, big dinosaur,
big dinosaur,
big damn dinosaur.
Yeah, that was my
sharing this out.
That was my Christmas present from my sister. It's a actual Godzilla backdrop. It's huge.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very nice. I like it.
All cloth. Oh yeah, me too.
You like our backdrop? Nothing.
I think you should. Oh shit! My chair just popped. Sorry.
That's hysterical. I would not have been happy if you fell on your ass, though. Seriously.
I would have laughed hysterically.
Yeah, no, I just want it on camera. Whatever it is, we want it on camera.
I was going to say, your poster needs to come down now.
Yeah, well, what we're going to do is, actually, our studio is going to become my daughter's bedroom. So I'm going to have a bathroom put over here and a closet put over here. And all this is going to go that way in the room, there's another open space. So we're going to move the studio around anyway. So when I do that, I'll just rearrange.
Nice.
Yeah, my daughter decided she wants her own little world down here.
But Ernie doesn't like change.
When it's time to change, you've got to rearrange who you are into what you want to be.
You see, I got my chair back.
Yeah, he got his big boy chair back.
You got your what back?
His chair.
His big boy chair. We were going to buy him a high chair. He can't stand. I have these little fold-out chairs, like the lawn chairs here.
Oh, I hate those things.
I do too.
Yeah, but I come up to like here on the table. I'm just like a head sitting there.
So yeah, I needed to get him something higher.
But it's a handsome head.
Yeah, so you know what? I'm gonna have to buy him his own damn chair because he keeps stealing my work chair.
Hello, Christopher.
Hi, Christopher.
Hi, Mikey.
Well, the thing is those fold-up chairs. I can't tell you how many of those I've broken.
Yeah,
No.
I have a set of 4 that I got from way back when, and they've held up so far, but he can't stand them.
I sit too low and I keep going like this and sliding.
And he wants to rock back and forth.
Yeah,
so.
I have an issue. I can't sit still.
And Christy, you're exactly right. I watched a marathon the other day.
Of what?
The Brady Bunch.
Oh.
That song from the Brady Bunch.
That's what we were doing on the show there. That the other day was like the Brady Bunch. It was like
I remember. Now this is giving away the age. I remember getting off because, in kindergarten you go half a day.
Right.
I used to get off the bus half a day and go in my grandmother's house to and eat lunch and watch the Brady Bunch when they were new.
Oh wow! Wow!
I don't know if I ever saw a Brady Bunch episode that was new.
Oh wow! Yeah, I used to watch.
Well, that's because I'm a little bit older than you, Miss Cindy.
Things that are over the hill is over the hill.
So I have a question. I have a question for Ernie.
Oh Jesus!
I know it's not Paratalk Radio, but it is the sister station, as you said, David. So, and I interview, just like Cindy does, and you guys do. So I'm going to start it off with a question for Ernie.
Okay.
When is your damn book going to be finished?
You know what? My wife asked me. I was sitting at the table today typing, and my wife come down, and she got up, and she looks at me and goes, "Is your book done?" And I'm like, "I'm still on the same page as yesterday." But the thing was, Ted, for the holidays, we go all out. So
yes, we do. I love your holiday display.
For 2 months, I kind of had to set it aside and just let the thoughts build up in my head. And 2 days ago, I got back to it. So I'm probably about 3 chapters from completion. So
good.
Yeah, it's just I'm so meticulous and OCD with stuff.
I understand that, my friend.
I know a thing about that.
I'm on chapter 10, and I must have read the book complete through at least 4 times already. I can't, I have to keep. If I walk away for 2 days, I have to I'll reread. It's just, but it's getting done. It should be very soon. I'm shooting for the end of this month because Dave and I have road trips and things like that coming up. So I got to get it done. So it should be by the end of the month.
Cool.
So what do you guys got going on over there at Paratalk and WLFE? What other things you got going on?
Well, WLFE and well, actually, I should start out with this is happening for us, and Cindy is excited as I am about it. We are celebrating 5 years this month.
Yay! First timer for Christopher. Yes, it is. It is Paratalk Radio's 5-year anniversary this
5
month.
years.
Wow.
And it will be my 3-year anniversary in February.
Yep.
No,
Yep. So we're gonna kind of celebrate here the next coming week, a little bit about it, and 5 years goes so fast when you're talking about the things you love, and I am thankful to the universe and the gods that they brought me Cindy. We talked about this the other night that it was, I had Becca there for a while who I missed tremendously, but I just found out that her and Anthony are getting married.
Yay! Congratulations, Becca.
Yep. So that's kind of awesome for her. Things are going her way. So 2020 wasn't so bad for everybody.
That's right. Listen, I've been telling everybody, all of 2020 has not been bad. If you think that, then your mindset needs to shift. Because what it really is you have to find what you're grateful for 2020.
Mm-hmm.
It's really.
If you think back, with a lot of things being altered and shut down and all that stuff, and most people being confined to home, but to me, it seems like the year went so damn fast.
Yeah.
Even though like a lot of events were canceled and postponed, and people were stuck. Like me, I love going on the little bit of free time I do have. I like going to the movies, and I like going out to eat. And I haven't been in a restaurant in over a year, and it's just like, but still, the year went so fast. Well, it really did.
For me, I was actually blessed in the 2020. I know why he's laughing. I had a lot of struggles for about a year.
He lost about 160 pounds.
No, more than that. I lost a big weight. Y'all know what's going on. Most of the viewers know, but the ones who don't, I got divorced in October after 22 years. But the thing is,
congratulations.
I get to work completely out of the house. I get my child half the time, which is what I wanted. I'm doing well. And actually, I'm trying to pay it forward. I actually put up a post a couple days ago in my community bulletin board on Facebook that I'm offering free computer help. So I'm nice. Positive response on that. I'm fixing their iPads, fixing their iPhones, fixing their computers, absolutely free. They just pay the parts. So, I figured the Lord bless me, so I'm going to pay it forward.
That's awesome.
Mikey.
Well, one of the things I want to bring up that Cindy may not be aware of, because I've been working on, with everything that I was doing with cutting edge TV for the network, and then the new shift just in the past 24 hours of what we have to do, scrambling with new commercials and everything else. And you guys know how hard I work. I mean, I bust my butt.
Absolutely, we do.
But
you best your bum bum.
Yes, I do. Paratalk Radio is actually. Wow, it's a spider hanging from the ceiling. Hello. ADD.
Thank you for not killing it.
Hi, too.
I don't.
Wait.
But anyways.
Hello, Carolina.
He looks at Carolina and says, tell her I said hi. And I'm like, dude, you're live. Say hi.
Hi, Carolina.
Hi, Carolina.
We have this big megaphone right here.
Hey, Ted.
Yeah.
I'll swap you, Cindy, for Dave.
No.
Hey, Ted.
That's
for Cindy.
Okay. No, just kidding. Anyways, as I was saying, it's just so Cindy knows, we are at episode 197. We are 3 short of 200 episodes. So as soon as we get the 200 episodes, we will be celebrating again. So, yeah.
You guys are like
amazing.
You guys are like the Simpsons of Paranormal Radio.
That's right.
Without copyright infringement. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, where's that music?
But anyways, good things for Paratalk Radio, we hope. A lot of good guests still coming in. We've actually, from everything from the paranormal like we normally do to lately, we've been doing a lot with people that have had near-death experiences to...
Yeah. Teddy has been getting guests for me lately.
Yeah, I've been searching for special guests for her to make her happy, because for some reason Teddy wants to make her happy.
I'm special.
They're talking about a different kind of special.
Yeah, not special ed, special.
Nothing that requires.
But so
you are special, Dave.
We've delved into a lot of different things, and we got some more coming up. A lot of things with death, believe it or not, too. A lot of these people having, dying and then coming back and talking about their stories, UFOs again.
Death experiences.
Yep, that's been really big lately. Cindy has been sticking me with this whole thing because we've the past 2 or 3 Bigfoot people we've had, they have been on her side. So of the interdimensional Bigfoot,
yes,
which I think is a crock of horse
doo-doo.
But
G-rated show. So yeah, we were actually talking about that on Rob's show last night about Bigfoot possibly being interdimensional. We were also talking about things like EVPs that here's just a thought. What if when we're actually looking for an EVP and we're getting an answer, what if it's traveling through the space-time continuum and somebody else, either in the future or in the past, is actually hearing it and we're the EVP to them? Right, like the others, right?
Well,
that's just a thought. We don't know for sure.
Yeah, we don't. I'm just...
Hi, Chris Sanders.
My thought process,
right?
Being in the field as long as I have, my thought process on some of this stuff is changed a lot in the past couple of years. I mean, when you're out there and you're doing as many investigations as I have, and you're coming across some things that I think the worst part about it is let's just take EVPs for an instance. I'm sorry, folks, but if you take a digital recorder, all right, and you do an investigation and you come across what you think is an EVP, but yet you have to really take it off here, put it in your, whatever you use to cut and paste and whatever your audio files, and then you have to amplify it 200 times. I'm sorry, I don't believe that's an EVP. I believe that's another noise within the area that's just being, whether it be squeaky shoes or something outside, or any way that I can think of a real true EVP is going to be loud, clear, and very audible for you. It's not something you're going to have to manipulate. I really do.
Class EVP. I mean, we've gotten several of those. Ernie actually got really a nice one in Haldeman Mansion, where there's a known spirit there named Jake.
Crazy.
And as they're talking about it, they didn't even hear it, but you hear a little girl who there was no kids present say, "Jacob." I mean, clear as day.
Mm-hmm.
And if he plays it, you can't mistake. We've gotten ones that tell us get out.
Mm-hmm.
We've gotten ones that say leave. We've gotten. We actually were at believe it or not, an auto dealership in Bernie.
Yeah.
And we were upstairs, and we were like, "Is anybody here?" And it said leave. And you could hear it, and even Laura went, "Did you just say leave?" And then you heard it say, "Turn around
and leave."
Leave.
Yeah.
See,
I guess they meant business.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. But here's the thing. I mean, I've kind of like set some goals for myself when it comes to this stuff, and actually breaking down the EVPs or what we consider evidence, no matter what it is, and going further with it than just accepting it as it is, and I just think if we're going to move forward, we have to be a little more meticulous with some of this stuff. So EVPs, if you catch an EVP, instead of you giving it to somebody to listen to and tell them what it says, don't tell them what it says. Let them decide what it is. Give it to 5 people in separate rooms at separate times and have them write down what that EVP says. If everybody comes back with the same answer, then you've got something you can say, hey, okay, so everybody hears the same thing. Let's break it down some more and let's see, what could it be?
Right. See, that's when
Sorry,
Ernie and I do a private investigation. That's why we film everything first. We don't review anything while they're on site, and then we come back so we can actually determine, and then we listen to it over and over again and look at different movements, different sounds, see what we get. But we'll have multiple recordings. Did I get it on this recording and this recording?
Right.
Did it been a contaminant? So that's we always watch for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and the other thing that you can do with them that kind of put you a step further is speed it up, slow it down. You know what I mean? Really take a listen to what you think that EVP is. If you have video of where that EVP was caught, play that against the video. Compare the two. See if it's caught on both devices.
That's amazing.
And so I think this day and age, we need to go a step further than what we've been expecting and what we're accepting, period. We have to go a little bit farther with it.
Well, first of all, we shouldn't be expecting things. I think.
That's true, because a lot of people do. You know how it is. They go to a house and they automatically think,
here's Johnny. Johnny's the little kid that lives here.
Yeah.
And, we hear him a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like I don't want to hear any of
it. Don't tell us anything.
Don't tell us anything.
Don't tell us nothing.
What I do is when I go on investigation, I carry a huge, actually, audio recorder that has a 128 gig card in it, and I just turn it on and leave it in where the main camera is. Then when you'll actually see me in the beginning of it in the video going 5, 4, and I'm saying it out loud, so the audio is picking up along with the video of my DVD. Then I can actually align them up. So if I catch something on my digital recorder, I can go back to that time frame and find on the digital recorder, and then I can look around with somebody moving, with somebody talking. So, for the analysis.
Yeah. I think you have to. Absolutely. I think you have to. Yeah. I think this day and age, we have to. We have to kind of just go back and say, hey, when we're young and we just start out, we go in there. We're so excited about doing this stuff that we forget things, or we just don't know how to do it at that time. You know what I mean? So now, over the years, we learn, we start looking for other things.
I'll tell you what I like to do when we get back.
Hey, Ernie, why don't you tell us what you like to do?
When we get back,
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everybody.
When we get back from an investigation, and I start reviewing whatever recorders I used, I like to listen to it through. If I hear something that's not right, I don't try to dissect it right then and there. I'll write down, the time. Then I'll let it go till the next day or the day after. Then I'll start back at the beginning again and just go through again. Because sometimes, and everybody experiences this. You get home, man, you're so jazzed up. Like, I think I caught this. I might caught that. You know, and of course you're anxious to listen to your findings, but I like to listen to it through, mark it down if something just seems out of the ordinary, and then a day or two later, then I'll hit it again. And most of the time, you know, that my brain's calmed down. You know, okay, that wasn't nothing at all, you know, or whatever. So that's just something I like.
That's a great suggestion, though.
I use mirrors. Do you guys use mirrors in your investigations?
Not intentionally. You know, we have been at places where mirrors somehow become involved, but we're not going to go in and set up and use them.
Yep. I think Ted just lost internet.
Where'd
he go? That's all right. He'll come back.
Where did the Teddy Poo Poo go? No.
So let's go with someone. Sometimes in your ears, you hear what you think, what you want to say to them instead of what it actually says. Correct. So there is times you can actually hear things that you're not sure what it is, and hopefully you'll catch it on a recorder.
Yeah.
I've been
right.
Where I actually, and I don't claim to be psychic. I'm not a medium. I'm an extra large, but I've had where I hear like something whispering in my ear. And I'll be looking around, who's messing with me and why?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's the first instinct is to be like, who the heck was that? Who is just right next to me?
Now, you know what's funny about how all this can work too? Not this last one, but 2 times ago when Dave and I were hosting a public investigation, and we had the room I was in, the group I was leading. I guess we probably had about 4 recorders running, and clear as day in the back of the room where no one was, we heard a disembodied voice that said my name. Okay. Clear.
Wow, that's awesome.
Like everybody started shouting out, "Oh my God, it said Ernie. Did you hear that? It said Ernie." When we reviewed cameras, recorders, all that good stuff, nothing picked it up.
Nope.
So
what? It's a two-way street. You could totally pick up something that you don't hear.
Everybody on the thing going, "Did you hear Ernie?"
Yeah.
Everybody, you could hear them talking about it. But when we went back and reviewed all the audio,
nothing.
That's so crazy.
Now I'm gonna.
What was this place? I'm sorry, excuse me, Teddy. What was the place that you guys were at?
Samuel Miller Mansion. Samuel Miller Mansion.
Got it. Okay.
I'm gonna throw this at. I'm gonna throw this to you. 2 times now with video camera. Something was seen visually with our eyes, but yet recording it with the cameras, it didn't pick it up.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So that's another thing where I've been looking into the past 6 months, looking into the way the video cameras work with their filters and seeing if maybe somewhere in there,
Teddy understands that
just isn't getting picked up. You know, for some reason.
I tell you, I mean, this is going a little bit off of topic, but I tell you, a good camera for those that are into investigating or trying to get into it or whatever. But I have a full spectrum camera that is still shots and video. And I tell you what, when I was with my original team, someone had captured what they believed to be like a mist or something or whatever on their digital camera. Looked completely legit. We were just doing everything to figure this picture out. And I was like, oh, shoot, I snapped some pictures with my full spectrum. And in that full spectrum camera, without doing any
manipulation,
anything at all, you could see that it was a something wrong with the wall.
Yep.
But just the way it portrayed almost in 3-dimensional on a regular digital camera. I mean, we sat there for 20 minutes trying to figure this picture out. And it was like, oh, shoot, this might really be something.
Legit.
As soon as I pulled up the almost the same shot on the full spectrum, completely debunked it right away.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, Teddy, I was looking at Mikey's comment. Did you see what he said there? I'm like, you understand this. He's like, it's scary when you wake up to knock on your bedroom door on a quiet night. Your doors are locked. There's no one else with you, and it's 3 a.m. I've been on the phone with Teddy before, and he's like, "Did you hear that?" And I'm like, "What the heck is going on over there at your place?"
Yeah, I on a not all the time, but like I don't know, once or twice a week, I'll be laying in bed trying to sleep, and I'll hear knocking on the door, and I'll think it's like my mother or somebody, and I'll open the door, and there's absolutely nobody there. They'll do it on my wall. I get it by they kick the bed. They basically you hear it and feel it. They actually kick the bed.
Wow.
And this has been going on for a year probably. And I finally just and voices, audibly hearing people talking.
Mm-hmm. It's Ted, for quite a while now, like every few months, I have little things happen in my house. Nothing major, just enough to let me know something's there.
Right.
But I got to tell you, and what you were saying made me think of this. The strangest thing that happens in my house is I hear a lady calling my name. I was in the back part of my basement one day, and I was completely silent. I was folding laundry, and I literally heard a woman behind me call my name. That I had thought my wife had come home from the store, and I didn't hear her come in. And that happened about 3 times, and it's always it's the same voice.
Yeah,
and
I get that.
It's it's not scary, but it's kind of like disturbing when you
concerning. It's a little disconcerting. You're like, who is here?
Yeah, I get it.
When I heard it, I was like, Cindy, did you sneak in my house again? Woohoo!
But I get that because I'll hear it sounds just like my mother's voice saying Teddy.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like, she's in bed,
I don't know home or it was my grand. I don't know who it was, but I kept having cabinet doors open and I'm knocking and banging. Finally, Ted came over as well, and he brought somebody with him, and I kept saying there was knocking in my kitchen and the cabinet doors. Well, he was doing an investigation. I was sitting on my couch, and my ice fell, and the person he had with him said that was the ice. I'm like, no, that was ice. I'm all of a sudden you hear, and she's like, did you hear that? I'm like, now you know. So, Teddy, am I lying?
No. But stuff like that, I mean, it's like here at the house. It's like, what am I supposed to do? I just roll over and I'm like, okay, I'm sleeping. Go away.
The one that bothers me, I think the one that bothers me, the one that bothers me at my house the most is when I'm sleeping and all of a sudden I hear, Mom! And I wake up and my sons are sound asleep.
All right.
That has happened a number of times over the years because I've been here for 10 years.
You don't realize how many times Dave and I have been sitting right here live on an episode, and it just sounds
right above us.
Right above us, man. You just hear somebody just back and forth and up
running
and down.
Around, and my dog is
laying right here in front of us.
And the only other thing is my cat. My cat doesn't make sound when she walks.
But that one day I actually thought someone came in.
Yeah, we were on with Josh Hurt.
Yeah.
And we were down here just having it, and we were talking about we have this thing and blah, 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 blah. It sounded like somebody kicked my front door in.
Yeah.
And I went, you can actually watch the episode. We had
Josh was even like, what the hell was that?
And it was like right above us. It sounded like something crashed. And I went running, maintaining the show, nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never find anything.
Ted, but the thing is though with that stuff, it's like here, rationally, I mean, there are times where it's like, okay, it just happened 3 times. What do you want? What are you trying? And so you're kind of like, okay, I'm up. Now I'm up. I get up. I walk around. I do all that stuff. I come back in, and I'm just like, all right. If you've got a message, if there's something you need to say it.
Can I help you with something?
Exactly. But then there's that other side of me that sets in that says, you know what? I'm just hearing things.
Right.
But after a year of it, you're like,
go to sleep.
My favorite.
Hi, Eric.
My favorite thing that happened at Dave's house was Dave was home alone, and I was in Fort Mifflin, so I video called him, and Dave was in his kitchen, and when he answered the phone, I could see where he was at. So I start hearing what sounds like a girl or a lady talking. So Dave's walking through his house talking to me, showing him no one's here. Well, when he returns back to his original spot where he answered the phone, his cabinet door was open, and he didn't know it. And I was like,
Dave, look behind you.
Yeah, I was like, Dave, look behind you. Turn around.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and that was
that's just crazy stuff to me, right?
Yeah. So, and then the wild part is, as of October 17th, it all stopped.
Wait, when did it stop?
October 17th.
The divorce.
Cut it out.
My divorce. The funny part is, Ernie and I didn't announce this at the time, but Ernie and I did a private investigation after we did the show on that Wednesday, and we kept getting a voice. First of all, we got REM pod contact, but we got voices that said on camera from our Echo Box that, hate your wife. Don't like your wife. Now, the wild part is it was just Ernie and I. We did not publish any of this information anywhere.
See, the thing was, before we knew we were going to do this, just brief investigation, just see if we could get anything. But I really put a lot of thought into this the night before, and I was like, I've always thought that it was Dave's grandparents that come and go here. So my initial thought when really playing this situation out in my mind is I thought they were trying to look out for Dave or watch over Dave.
Right.
Once the we started getting I knew
my Bluetooth. Sorry.
Once we started getting a response, I was like, if we acknowledge this and let them know that we know we're receiving their message, I think it'll stop.
Yeah. And now here's the thing. The next day, I got a call from Teresa Sawyer, and Teresa, you are welcome to chime in on this if you want. She just called me up and said, Dave, your grandmother hates your wife. And I'm like, what? I mean, it blew my mind.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, you're not going to believe what Ernie and I did last night.
Okay, I just took myself off of the. There shouldn't be any feedback because it literally had nothing on, but it's feedbacking on one of your guys's. But I turned mine off now. That's so weird. I don't understand it.
It sounded like a growl to me.
Oh, wow.
I know.
There's no feedback on our end.
Yeah.
Now my Bluetooth disconnected and reconnected, which is the speaker that remember the little speaker that I have. But that's what you were hearing.
So weird.
It connected and reconnected for some reason. But
I had turned on my thing so I could just watch the show.
Hey, do you have this running in Paranormal Link page?
I have the link up where people can get to it, but yes, it should be running. So,
so weird.
Yeah, but like I say, Teresa Sawyer just called me up the next day out of the blue. And she's Paranormal, love her to death, and she's like, Dave, you're not gonna. Your grandmother hates your wife, and I'm like, what?
That's amazing.
So let's see. We got on your show. We've gotten feedback. It sounds like that. Like Max had.
Headroom. Yes.
Yeah, we didn't get anything.
Yeah, well, we don't hear any feedback. Hey, Christopher,
you didn't hear it?
No,
I did.
Teddy heard it. Teddy heard it, right, Teddy?
Yeah, it sounded like you growling.
It's probably my stomach. I'm so hungry. I'm fasting right now.
Teddy can't fast.
Yeah.
What's that?
Teddy won't fast. I don't like feeling hungry. I hate it.
I don't usually. So for me to be feeling hungry so quickly is amazing, actually.
You wanna fast? Don't come to my house.
He doesn't hear it anymore. So apparently, Chris is doing it.
Ain't that right, David?
Yeah.
I said,
if you want to fast, do not go to Ernie's house. Amen. His wife Ruby, I love her to death. She feeds me, and she feeds me, and she feeds me, and she feeds me, and then she sends stuff home with her. I mean, I came in for Christmas Eve dinner, and I must have eaten probably about 9 pounds of food. 15 pounds home with me. She sent a small child home with me.
That's all you.
You ever been so full that you're having to do this? I know there's a pocket for air.
Yes, yeah. But if I get that full, my anxiety actually starts up, like panic attacks.
I love that. The only problem is when you lay down, you can't find a comfortable position because you feel pregnant.
I know. Mikey said that when we were talking about fasting a little while before the show, just right before the show. He said, "No, I get too hangry. If I can't fast because I get too hangry."
Yeah, hangry.
And I'm like, yeah. So that's what started it. Is he showed me the tostados he made from at home, and I'm like, "Oh gosh, that looks so good." I'm like, "Refried beans?" He's like, "Yeah."
Oh man.
It looked so good. And I was like, "Oh man, I'm hungry."
Español, amigo, send me some tostados. Come on, I'll give you my.
I want to know, like, what do you guys have planned with? Are you guys going to be doing any shows? I mean, I know some things are planning for like later in the year, but we saw that Gettysburg.
You mean events, right, Teddy?
Yeah, events. Yeah. We know that Gettysburg is up.
We're heading up to Iowa the end of April into May for the Paranormal Relief Project. We're going to be.
I don't know anything about that. Yeah.
Our location is going to be the Malvern Manor.
Yep.
We'll be with Tori Smith and Josh Hurd investigating there.
Let's give a quick overview. The Paranormal Relief Project, if you actually look it up on Facebook, Tori Smith came up with an idea of offering all the first responders, police officers, doctors, ambulance, medical workers,
everyone that worked
the front line, pandemic, a free ghost hunt. And it started off. We had a couple places. We up in New York. We have a couple. Here and there. Well, we have how many locations?
I believe I could be wrong, but I think we're up to like 78.
Yeah, different locations offering free ghost tours to those medical. Now, once we vet them and verify, they also get to bring one guest with them.
And it's May 1st. I think it's from like I forget the exact time.
Danny doing it?
I'm sorry.
Danny doing it?
Yeah.
Yep. Dan Class. Yep. We already have Dan.
But it's going to be like 7 to 2 or something. But all locations are going to investigate simultaneously. And
okay. So what about if you are in the auxiliary?
Yes.
I mean, as long as you're working and you're out there, yeah.
Yeah, as long as you're one of the first responders,
the way it is.
I retired from it. So after 5 long years, I retired. I was done. I ended up with PTSD from it. So,
and each location, they're going to have their home team, so to speak, lead the investigation, or like in our case, since Josh owns the place, me, Dave, and Mike King and Tori Smith will all be leading the way there.
So we've tried to get a couple venues for streaming purposes, and all of them has fallen through at this point. I actually reached out to pretty much a lot of the big names, and none of them have really offered up any assistance. So it looks like we're actually just going to be streaming into our individuals in StreamYard, and then the people can actually at that point.
I think it's more or less like a timing thing as well.
Right.
It's
But it's we've reached out to a lot of the warehouses and the the viddies and those kind of places, and unfortunately we haven't had any really good results of finding any streaming media to make it one centralized location. So Yep. So
that would be great though if you could.
That would be awesomeness, but I'm hoping one of them reached back out. I actually reached out to Elizabeth Saint the other day, hoping she'll get back on it and maybe help us out with VidiSpace. So we're hoping. So we'll see.
Yeah. I see that some of the guys from some of the other shows from WLFE are trying to pop in and support. I see that Dominic from Real Talk with Dom is there. I see that T-Roy from Everything Yet Nothing is there. I know that Christy from Where's My Sage is trying to get in there, but she's having a problem with the video. She sees the chat, but not the video. So, there she is. She made it. She made it. Finally, she's there.
Hi, Christy.
Welcome to the show. So yeah, the only difference is I didn't stream directly into Step into the into Paranormal Inc. this time. I'm doing it to Step into the Paranormal, and I'm doing the YouTube at the same time this time. So that way, and I've never done the direct to YouTube before, so I'm hoping it goes through.
Right.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good. That's how you do my StreamYard. Facebook and YouTube.
We'll see what happens afterward. We'll cross my fingers.
Yeah, and as long as you share it over to the WLFE thing page, it usually is there and goes, so should be fine. We haven't seen any issues.
Ed, you guys are coming to the bash, right?
I want to
the best of my knowledge, yes.
To the best of my knowledge, yes.
There you go.
I miss it so much. I was so sad that Teddy went and I didn't.
You saw the pictures of me and Ted, right?
Rock that head.
Yeah, it's definitely it's probably the only one that I really look forward to going to.
Thanks, Christy.
To be honest with you.
Thanks, Christy.
Yeah, that's.
Thanks for popping on, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to this year's bash, because since we had to miss this year, it's going to be extra wild. So we're actually getting there on Thursday.
I was actually thinking about coming on Thursday last year, for 2020. But then, Do you like it?
Yeah, because I go in Thursday because we'll get in like in the afternoon, late afternoon on Thursday, and see where we're at and start bringing our stuff in and setting up. Because what Thursday night is basically like the early arrivals and everybody's helping each other set up and this and that. Yep. Then when they're about to kick off the show on Friday morning, we're damn near done. So
that's a great idea.
I would like to see us actually go again and bring the whole WLFE portable setup, so that we can do remote there again. We've been doing it for 4 years.
Well, we got an actual banner that's a pull down banner that we can actually do. And all I need to do is, if you actually look at my studio is completely portable at this point. So I can literally pack 2 bags. As long as I have an internet connection, I can do a live there.
Yeah.
It's a small snowball mic. This is our mic.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I have. I have the white one.
I have literally a little camera on a tripod. We have 2 lights here and a computer. That's our studio.
Yeah, mine is super easy.
But you know how we bring everything so we can boost signals and have everything else. And so I mean, I want to put it out here to some of the other people that are in WLFE.
Battlefield Bash.
That if it's one of those things, do we have the date on hand? Somewhere? It's August something of this year.
August this year?
And 22.
August 21 and 22.
20, 21, and 22. That was 3 days.
All right, let me check that.
So if you guys are looking to join Gettysburg Battlefield Bash, we will be taking and going down there for the weekend. Yeah, that's a full weekend.
I like it that it's in August.
Yeah.
And I tell you what,
it's normally in July.
The last one, 2019, we had the opportunity to do our radio podcast live from there, but the shows that you guys did, and then we did one each day, they were amazing. We had so much fun. It was so it was so cool. And
the whole thing with getting Invisible John to bring the system down, that's our main that's kind of a hefty project, so we definitely, if we're going to do it, I have to make sure that he's in for it. Because I'll be honest with you, if the shows for like what he does for a living kicks in and all those live performances start happening, that he's going to be doing that over our live remote. So it would be something we would end up doing ourselves, and that's okay. I mean,
because we can do this.
I can bring my small portable studio, and it's just as effective. We can do the same thing. All we need is just small space on the internet.
Yeah. Yep.
So, yeah, definitely. So tell us what else you got going on, guys.
Okay, so it was July 24th to the 26th for last year. So we're doing it almost a whole month later. I like that actually.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. I do. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit cool. Nice bike ride up there if we decide. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Right.
Well, we're still looking. I mean, we had to take the Rochester Winter Parafest and move that to 2022 because, we normally kick off the season. Well, March is only a couple months away, and there's no way we're going to be ready to get that done.
Not at all.
So we had to move that. We are hoping that August, September, somewhere in there, the NEPUC will be able to do their the event, which is basically an invitation to all paranormal investigators and people to come, and it's just for them. It's not a public event. It's just for the paranormal people themselves, and hopefully be able to put that together. So, that's all I've got on the board right now. That and keeping us going and trying to find us a TV network. That's what I'm working on. So.
Right.
Thank you, Chris. Chris, Mikey.
Lot of good.
Yeah, Mike, Ann, and Kristen, both from Where's My Sage is here. Christy, I mean. And Genevieve is here from the Creepy Parlor. There you go.
We have everybody from WLFE-DB Radio popping in to support. You guys, I love you.
Awesome.
Family
that's good.
So, Cindy, what else do you got going on?
Cindy's got it going on. You don't even have to ask her.
Got it going on. Baby.
You guys are so fun. Got it going on. Well, with the events, I can't do any of my psychic events. So normally this past weekend, I would have had my Home for the Holidays, my second one, and we couldn't do it. So we're going to do it maybe later in the year. Do a Home for the Holidays. The premise of Home for the Holidays is, you can't have your family that has passed over with you at the holidays, but, you can always try and communicate with them afterward,
Yep. Dominic was asking again. Dominic, if you actually look at the top of the show, unfortunately, the deal between Roku TV and
Station WLFE-DB Radio.
Yeah, the deal between the
That's
station.
what he was asking for.
Yep.
I think
kind of cutting edge TV is what you were referring to. That deal fell through, and unfortunately, we're not going to Roku TV at this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think he wanted to hear WLFE-DB Radio.
Dom is so funny. What radio station is it? It's WLFE-DB Radio. Thanks, Christy. It was a great event. My first event was last January, and we're trying to think of something that we can even do,
It's tough. I mean, this whole thing with COVID,
it's really tough.
It's especially since now this time around, it's spiked even more. I mean, I know more people right now that have COVID than I did when it first came out in December.
Yeah,
everybody that I know has had it.
My ex-wife, her father, her brother, her brother's daughter, and her brother's son all had it, and I had to keep my daughter 2 weeks here because neither one of us had it. So they had to get through it before I could get my kid back. So that we have no clue where it came from. So I'm just hunkered down. Try to be able to be hunkered down in the house, not going out everywhere and getting it.
Yeah. Yep.
So yes, guys, if you want to check out more of the shows, go over to the Facebook page for WLFE-DB Radio. It's all one word. WLFE-DB Radio for checking out more shows. There's 3-4 paranormal shows. There's 3 LGBTQ shows. There's your regular talk shows. There's a whole bunch of different things over there, and all of us are family here. Between Stepping to the Paranormal and everybody else, we're all family.
That's right. These are my buds.
Yep. So you guys are always welcome to come into Paranormal Inc. It's a private page, but if you guys want to post your shows in there, you're welcome to. If you guys want to look at WLFE, post it there. Step into the Paranormal Radio Show, post it there. Post your shows there as well. So we're all a big family here.
That's what
this will be the fourth Gettysburg. I was just going to say Gettysburg Address.
I thought it was the fifth.
It'll
it's
be
the fourth one because it'll be my third year, but it'll be my fourth Gettysburg because even though
last year's, I mean, we all still went up, Ted, but the bash,
that's right. Yeah,
it's 4 years. This is 4 years. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot, but there was an actual event. We all just went up and went drinking and everything else. Yeah.
Yep.
What's the name of that hat? Puskov, right? What?
Actually, a small rodent just crawled up on her head and died.
It's a cute rodent, though. Look at this green and black and fur.
Remember Rocky and Bullwinkle? I know where Rocky went.
If I knew you were going to wear that, I would have worn mine.
Aw, that would have been fun.
I have a camouflage one.
Camouflage.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
I'm looking and I
warm.
see what books are on that top shelf behind you, Ernie. I see.
Is that Step into the Paranormal?
No, one of those is Danny's books.
Yeah.
And I can't see the other one.
Oh, you're gonna make me get up. Oh,
Ted, the one I wrote in of yours, I still don't have a copy of that one yet.
I love that because wherever you guys are, I am.
Books, Dave, books, not picture, books.
No, but it has Dave and Ernie, and then in between you can see Psychic Cindy.
The Paranormal Field Manual by Bill.
Oh,
Reed.
Bill Reed.
Okay. Cool.
Nice.
Ted, I got your book you gave me. It's at my house, but the second one you did that I did the forward, I still don't have a copy of that yet.
Yeah, because I keep forgetting to bring it with me every time I see you.
I know.
Favorite mug.
Oh, shoot. What?
Yeah, that's what's her name crawling out of the team.
Oh, yeah, the ring. The ring.
Oh, I think Dave needs a couple books to stick behind there of ours, I think.
Well, yes, please. You know where I live. Absolutely. And you will be on the stuff. And apparently we are getting some actually confirmed haunted dolls.
Nice.
Oh.
So, yeah, we've got space on both sides.
That's where they're going to go for now.
You guys,
rid of one.
I don't like the haunted dolls.
I've gotten rid of one haunting. I need a new one.
Well, Dominic just bought a haunted doll.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Reminds me of the old hat.
Yeah, he bought it from Kenny Biddle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, guys, it is going to be about that time. So is there anything you tell us how our fans who are here that are left, how to find you guys on both Paratalk and WLFE and things like that?
All right. Well, the easiest way is if you go to Facebook, you can find us under facebook.com WLFE-DB Radio, one word, or facebook.com Paratalk Radio. And then you can also find us.
Paratalk Radio.
Yep. It's capital P, though. I don't know if that matters if the first letter has to be capital.
No, it's not capital
P, capital T, capital R.
Yeah. And then there is a YouTube page for Paratalk Radio as well, so you can look that up, as well as WLFE has its own YouTube page. And then there's thepsychiccindy.com.
So I have Facebook, which is it's facebook.com/Psychic Cindy.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's okay. So I had some trolls create another
fake account, right? Yeah,
a fake account with my name on it. And so mine is Psychic Cindy, capital PSYCHIC, capital CINDY, no space, no hyphen, nothing. And then on what is it? YouTube, it's The Psychic Cindy. YouTube.com, The Psychic Cindy.
Right. But if you go to the website too, because there's also the website, which is paratalkradio.com, and then WLFE or WLFE dash, or what is that, hyphen, right? DB.com. And that's where you can catch on WLFE's website, you can catch a listing of all the shows, like Step into the Paranormal. And all the other shows we already mentioned. So you can go over there and do that as well. And we are also going to be adding a merch store for all the stores or all the shows as well. So everybody will be able to have
very
stuff.
Nice.
Good deal.
Well, guys, we love you as always. This hour has flown.
I love you guys. It has.
Yes, it has.
And we will holla at you soon. Ted, I didn't hear what was it? I didn't hear you. What
was what? WLFE-DB.com. You're fired, Dominic. There's your one and only one for today. So
hey Ted, before we let you go, you and Cindy, just want to thank you guys for everything you do.
Love you guys.
For always having our back. You know we have your back.
Yes, absolutely. You guys are my buds, man.
Happy New Year, guys, and looking forward to seeing you guys soon.
Thank you from everybody from the WLFE-DB family that came in tonight. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, you guys.
Post all your stuff up there.
Send me a request on Paranormal Inc. It's like I was saying last night. It's no judgment, no criticism. It's all love. Right. It's all education. Right. It's all paranormal, and it's all fun. It's to unite everybody and just get everybody in touch with each other.
We actually live by a motto. I want you guys to see this. That is our motto.
One love.
I love. One love. Yeah. Hey, that's what I teach too.
See, that's what we need, though. I mean, as far as WLFE goes, we are a family. That's the way John wanted it in the beginning, and we have to promote and help each other, stand by each other, and that's the only way we're going to keep growing and getting people to support us. So,
absolutely,
maybe someday we'll have to have our own, like, I don't know, party or picnic or something with all the WLFE families. That'd be awesome.
That would be so much fun.
We're your biggest fans, guys. We're your biggest fans.
Well, we love you. We love you guys too.
Yeah, we love you guys, definitely.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you later. We'll finish out the show. Have a great one. Love you.
Love you guys.
All right, boys and girls. Well, we've already announced pretty much our events that are coming up and going on and things like that.
We have some more coming up. It's just we're not announcing yet because dates have to be confirmed because we got to see how things play out. So.
Yep. So thank you for watching, guys. God bless. Happy New Year. Stay safe. One love.
See ya.
You've been listening to Step Into the Paranormal with Ernie Atwell and David Seiler. Thank you for listening, and listen in next week for another topic and more great guests right here on WLFE-DB Radio Network.